And this is why I love 50 Cent. If you guys don't follow 50 Cent on IG, like, what are you doing? It's time. He is so funny. And I don't know if you guys just saw his latest post.
Don't trust nobody. In Hollywood, specifically, when you get there, a lot of people don't know how to say no. That's the difference between New York City and California.
The world of celebrity feuds is no stranger to bold exchanges, shocking claims, and scandalous headlines, but the ongoing clash between 50 Cent and Jay-Z has taken things to an entirely new level. This isn't some petty back and forth about record sales or industry bragging rights. Oh no, this time it's personal. The two rap icons, both legendary figures in their own right, are back in the spotlight, but not for their music. Instead, the drama stems from jaw-dropping accusations and 50 Cent's relentless social media antics aimed squarely at Jay-Z. What makes it even more captivating is the timing. These jabs are coming right as Jay-Z battles a storm of legal troubles that could shake his empire to its core.
If that's part of the indictment, that's somewhat like a blackmail. He was blackmailing people to be in the freak-offs. So that's federal. That could be that's a federal charge. He can't blackmail people to say, yo, listen here, you did it once and you're going to do it again. That ain't going to make it with the government or nobody.
It all started with a red carpet appearance that had everyone talking. Jay-Z, accompanied by his wife, Beyonce, and daughter Blue Ivy, stepped out for the premiere of the highly anticipated film Mufasa, The Lion King. On the surface, it seemed like a wholesome family moment, but the internet was quick to remind everyone of the elephant in the room, the allegations swirling around Jay-Z. These accusations, which have taken center stage in a recently amended lawsuit, claim that Jay-Z was involved in misconduct over 2 decades ago. While the rapper has vehemently denied the claims, calling them a blatant attempt at blackmail, the timing of his public appearance didn't sit well with many, including none other than 50 Cent.
This morning, rap mogul Jay-Z is denying allegations he assaulted a 13-year-old girl alongside rapper Sean Diddy Combs. That civil lawsuit filed against Combs in October was amended Sunday to include Jay-Z. The accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, says she was assaulted by both men at a video.
Never one to hold back, 50 Cent wasted no time turning the moment into a platform for his signature brand of trolling. In a now-deleted post that managed to leave social media buzzing, he commented, they said, I did something crazy. Everybody get dressed. We going to see Mufasa. LOL. The remark, dripping with sarcasm, was a direct shot at Jay-Z's decision to attend the premiere, despite the serious accusations against him. And let's be real, 50 Cent's knack for turning even the most serious situations into a punchline is unmatched. But what's really fueling his relentless commentary? Is this just another chapter in their decades-long rivalry, or is there something deeper at play? To understand the layers behind 50 Cent's latest attack, you have to go back to the accusations themselves. The lawsuit, originally filed months ago, was recently amended to include Jay-Z's name alongside that of another prominent music mogul. The alleged incident took place at an after-party following a major awards show in 2000. According to the accuser, she was lured into a private setting where a chain of events unfolded that she claims left her traumatized. While the details of the case are still under wraps due to the anonymity of the plaintiff, the allegations are serious enough to have sparked public outrage and media frenzy. Jay-Z, however, has fiercely denied these claims, releasing a statement accusing the opposing legal team of attempting to extort him.
In a blistering statement, Jay-Z accuses Jane Doe's attorney of trying to blackmail him. He said further, quote, these allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree?
In his statement, Jay-Z didn't hold back, describing the situation as a calculated effort to exploit his name and tarnish his reputation. He even went as far as to call out the lawyer representing the accuser, claiming that the entire case was built on a foundation of lies designed to force him into a settlement. I'm not from your world, Jay-Z wrote, referring to the legal tactics he claims are being used against him. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect people, not exploit them. Despite his firm denial, the court of public opinion remains divided, with some rallying behind him and others questioning the timing of these accusations and his subsequent response.
With just the statement from Jay-Z, which is so forceful in its denial, I just read a teeny part of it, it's long, where he says that they should file a criminal complaint. Is that even possible?
Amid this whirlwind of controversy, 50 Cent has positioned himself as both commentator and instigator. And let's face it, he's been doing this for years. His history of poking fun at Jay-Z is well documented, but this latest round of trolling seems to have upped the ante. Some speculate that 50 Cent's relentless focus on the allegations is a calculated move to overshadow Jay-Z's narrative of innocence. Others believe it's just 50 Cent being 50 Cent, always looking for a way to dominate the conversation and remind everyone why he's the king of keeping things messy. But this isn't the first time 50 Cent has used social media as his battleground. Over the years, he's built a reputation for being one of the most outspoken figures in the entertainment world. From feuds with fellow rappers to his publicized disputes with members of his own family, 50 Cent's online presence is nothing short of a masterclass in stirring the pot. In this case, his posts about Jay-Z aren't just about mocking a rival. They're about capitalizing on a moment of vulnerability. And if there's one thing 50 Cent knows how to do, it's seize an opportunity.
And that, of course, the allegation is that Mr. Combs did the same thing. And so if those facts are actually accurate, it would require an investigation by prosecutors. And if true, right, you could pursue it criminally.
What's particularly fascinating is how 50 Cent has framed his comments. By referencing Mufasa and turning the red carpet moment into a joke, he's managed to make light of a situation that's anything but funny. For some, this approach is wildly inappropriate, given the gravity of the allegations. But for others, it's a reminder of 50 Cent's unique ability to cut through the noise and deliver biting commentary that gets people talking. Whether you love him or hate him, there's no denying that he knows how to stay relevant, and this latest stunt is proof of that.
Now, with respect to evidentiary value, yes, it happened 24 years ago, right? More than 24 years ago. But in the allegations, there's a few things. Number one, there's allegation that another celebrity was present at the time, right, in addition to other people. Number two, there's the claim by the victim, right, that she left, that she went and she was seen by a gas attendant who saw her in distress.
Of course, this isn't just about 50 Cent and his social media antics. The feud between him and Jay-Z runs much deeper, rooted in years of competition, ego clashes, and public spats. Their relationship has always been complicated, to say the least. While they've collaborated on projects in the past and even shared the stage during their early careers, their dynamic has been anything but friendly. In many ways, their rivalry represents a clash of two very different approaches to fame and success. Jay-Z, with his polished image and business acumen, has built an empire that extends far beyond music. Meanwhile, 50 Cent has carved out his niche as a provocateur, unafraid to ruffle feathers and call out his peers. What's interesting is how their respective approaches have played out in this latest chapter of their feud. Jay-Z, true to form, has handled the allegations with a carefully crafted public relations strategy. His statements have been measured and deliberate, aimed at maintaining his reputation as a family man and a cultural icon. 50 Cent, on the other hand, has taken the opposite route, turning the situation into a spectacle and using it as fodder for his online persona. It's a stark contrast that highlights the fundamental differences between the two, and it's also what makes their feud so compelling.
So what happens now is this is simply a civil complaint. And in a civil complaint, it goes through the technical legal process. Now, the distinction, Jessica, between civil and criminal, of course, is that civil is for monetary damages, right? The system can only reward you with money. There's allegations that this 13-year-old is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, suffered depression, etc. So now you go to fact-finding, right?
As if the tension between them wasn't enough, the situation is further complicated by their shared history with another controversial figure. Diddy, the music mogul who has faced his own share of legal troubles, is often caught in the crossfire of 50 Cent's online jabs. In fact, some of 50 Cent's recent posts about Jay-Z have also included subtle digs at Diddy, creating a tangled web of rivalries that keeps fans and critics alike glued to their screens. It's almost as if 50 Cent is playing a game of chess, strategically targeting his foes while keeping the spotlight firmly on himself.
Go back to that 50 Cent post, because I'm going to tell you why 50 is literally a diabolical genius.
But why now? Why has 50 Cent chosen this moment to turn up the heat on Jay-Z? Some speculate that it's all part of a larger plan to capitalize on the headlines and position himself as a central figure in the ongoing drama. Others believe it's a personal vendetta, fueled by years of animosity and competition. Whatever the reason, one thing is clear: 50 Cent isn't backing down anytime soon. And as the legal battle unfolds, you can bet he'll be there ready to weigh in with his own brand of commentary. As the dust continues to settle on this latest round of drama, one can't help but wonder what's next for these two rap icons. Will Jay-Z manage to clear his name and reclaim his status as an untouchable force in the industry? Or will 50 Cent's relentless trolling chip away at his carefully curated image? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure: this is a story that's far from over. And with 50 Cent in the mix, you can expect plenty more twists, turns, and Instagram posts to keep the drama alive.
And this guy,
50's not to be.
No, don't.
50's not to be.
Fifth, y'all don't even. Fifth
Play
is
around
different.
if you want to.
Fifth is different.
And he's on tour.
Let's dive even deeper into the tangled web of animosity, rivalry, and drama that continues to define 50 Cent's relentless campaign against his industry peers. If you thought the first chapter of this saga was intense, buckle up, because the story only gets more twisted from here. At the center of it all is 50 Cent's unique ability to weaponize his personality and his platform to keep his rivals on their toes. But to fully understand how he's managed to turn his beef with Jay-Z into a public spectacle, you also have to look at his long-standing history of conflict with another polarizing figure, Diddy. 50 Cent's feud with Diddy is the stuff of rap lore, filled with years of barbs, subtle digs, and outright accusations. And while their rivalry originally seemed rooted in competition, it's clear there's something much deeper fueling the fire. Diddy has been embroiled in his own wave of controversies lately, and 50 Cent has wasted no time connecting the dots between Diddy's alleged wrongdoings and Jay-Z's current predicament. In fact, some fans are speculating that 50 Cent's recent attacks on Jay-Z are part of a larger strategy to expose what he sees as a pattern of behavior among the industry's elite. Others believe it's just 50 Cent being, well, 50 Cent, always finding a way to insert himself into the conversation and keep the spotlight firmly on him.
You know, so it's a huge difference in who we are with each other internationally. Let them be fooled in America and think there's a competition there, because America can be purchased.
What's fascinating about 50 Cent's approach is how he manages to balance humor, criticism, and outright mockery in a way that keeps people talking. Take, for example, his commentary about Diddy's infamous parties. Over the years, 50 Cent has made it clear that he wants nothing to do with the gatherings that Diddy has hosted. That's why I don't be going to those puffy parties, he famously quipped during a concert last year. You hug somebody from the front and the back at the same time? For 50 Cent, these comments aren't just jokes. They're calculated moves designed to paint Diddy in a certain light. And as Diddy's legal troubles have continued to escalate, those remarks have taken on a new level of significance.
The G shoe outsold the Sean Carter shoe 6-1. I made over $80 million during the RBK time period.
But here's where things get even more interesting. 50 Cent has reportedly been working on a Netflix documentary titled Diddy Do It, which promises to explore the allegations and scandals surrounding Diddy in excruciating detail. According to sources, the project is being marketed as a damning expose, with 50 Cent and his team vowing to give a voice to the voiceless. Even the title of the documentary is a play on words, designed to make viewers question the very nature of Diddy's public persona. And while it's unclear when the series will drop, one thing is certain, it's already generating buzz, especially among fans eager to see how 50 Cent will tackle such a controversial subject. The idea of 50 Cent producing a documentary about one of his biggest rivals is audacious, to say the least. But it also speaks to his ability to control the narrative. By positioning himself as a truth-teller, 50 Cent has managed to keep the focus on his rivals while deflecting attention away from his own controversies. It's a masterstroke of public relations, a move that allows him to dominate the conversation without ever having to defend his own actions. And let's not forget, this isn't the first time 50 Cent has turned a feud into content. His history of using his platform to air grievances is well documented, from his Instagram rants to his now iconic interviews where he casually drags his peers. For 50 Cent, the feud isn't just personal, it's business. And business, as they say, is booming.
I don't think he's aware of his presentation. You know, there's an adjustment, there's something that's happening that's different about him and the way people...
But what about Jay-Z? How does he fit into this larger narrative? Some fans believe that 50 Cent's recent attacks on Jay-Z are a way of doubling down on his rivalry with Diddy. After all, the two have been linked in the public eye for years, not just because of their shared history in the music industry, but also because of their perceived roles as gatekeepers of hip-hop. By going after Jay-Z, 50 Cent is essentially taking aim at the entire system, a system he's long accused of being corrupt, exploitative, and out of touch. And while Jay-Z has largely stayed silent on the matter, his decision to attend the red carpet premiere of Mufasa, The Lion King, has only added fuel to the fire.
Tim, you're aware of international. You are like Flex here. I've always said that, I always felt like that, right?
For 50 Cent, the timing of Jay-Z's appearance couldn't have been more perfect. It gave him the ammunition he needed to turn the spotlight back on his rival, all while continuing to stoke the flames of his feud with Diddy. And let's be honest, 50 Cent's comments weren't just about Jay-Z. They were about the entire image that Jay-Z and Diddy have worked so hard to cultivate. By mocking Jay-Z's decision to attend a family-friendly event in the midst of a legal scandal, 50 Cent was essentially calling out what he sees as hypocrisy. How are you going to show up to a premiere like everything's fine when the streets are talking? That's the subtext of 50 Cent's remarks, and it's a sentiment that resonates with fans who feel like the industry's elite are often shielded from the consequences of their actions. But 50 Cent's criticism isn't just directed at Jay-Z and Diddy. It's also aimed at the culture that enables them. In interviews and social media posts, he's repeatedly called out what he sees as a double standard in the industry, where certain figures are allowed to operate with impunity, while others are held to a different standard. They protect their own, he said on more than one occasion, hinting at a network of influence that goes far beyond music. Whether or not there's any truth to these claims is up for debate, but one thing's for sure. 50 Cent isn't afraid to say what others won't, and that's part of what makes him such a compelling figure, even when his methods are controversial.
Just different things that's not really beef though. That's just competitive energy.
Competitiveness.
All right, so you and Diddy, you and Puff cool?
No, I don't really rock with him.
Okay.
Of course, not everyone is on board with 50 Cent's approach. Critics have accused him of being opportunistic, using other people's scandals to boost his own profile. And while there's certainly an argument to be made there, it's also worth noting that 50 Cent has a track record of being right about these things. Remember when he predicted that Diddy's legal troubles would eventually catch up to him? Or when he hinted that there was more to Jay-Z's story than meets the eye? Whether through intuition, insider knowledge, or sheer luck, 50 Cent has a knack for being ahead of the curve. And that's part of what makes his commentary so hard to ignore, even when it's wrapped in layers of sarcasm and humor. But what's the endgame here? That's the question on everyone's mind. For 50 Cent, the feud with Jay-Z and Diddy isn't just about settling old scores, it's about cementing his legacy as a disruptor. By taking on two of the biggest names in the industry, he's positioning himself as an outsider who's unafraid to challenge the status quo. And in today's media landscape, where controversy often equals clicks, that's a powerful position to be in. Whether he's trolling on Instagram, producing documentaries, or dropping hints about his rival's alleged misdeeds, 50 Cent knows how to keep the narrative focused on him. And as long as people are talking, he's winning.
The documentary, I think a lot of people thought that he was just joking around. It turns out he's not. So this is actually a real project that's being made under his G-Unit movie.
But there's also a darker side to all of this. For all his humor and bravado, 50 Cent's commentary touches on some very real issues that the industry has been grappling with for years. From allegations of misconduct to questions about power dynamics, the stories surrounding figures like Jay-Z and Diddy are a reminder of the challenges that come with fame and influence. And while 50 Cent's approach may not be everyone's cup of tea, it's hard to deny that he's bringing these conversations into the mainstream. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is up for debate, but one thing's for sure, he's not backing down.
Like they once worked together a long time ago. They're not friends now. They don't like each other. And yeah, 50 has taken every shot, especially when Diddy has been down.
As the drama continues to unfold, one can't help but wonder what's next for 50 Cent, Jay-Z, and Diddy. Will the documentary Diddy Do It actually see the light of day? And if it does, what kind of impact will it have on the industry? More importantly, how will Jay-Z respond to 50 Cent's relentless trolling? Only time will tell, but one thing's for certain. This story is far from over. With 50 Cent at the helm, you can expect plenty more twists, turns, and shocking revelations in the weeks and months to come. And if there's one thing we've learned from all of this, it's that in the world of celebrity feuds, anything is possible. So what do you think? Is 50 Cent's relentless trolling of Jay-Z just another publicity stunt? Or is there something deeper at play? And how do you think Jay-Z will respond to these ongoing jabs? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take on this high-stakes drama. Until next time, stay tuned and keep the conversation going.